Disney, what are you doing? Hello friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Lady Morales and we're going to be talking about my true thoughts about the Disney Genie Plus Lightning Lane situation and fiasco that's going on right now. Promise you guys, I have watched Disney food blogs review about what they know of Disney, the Genie and Genie Plus, which you guys know Disney food blog is, if you guys are following bloggers and YouTubers, Disney food blog is probably like, along with All Ears Net, they're probably like the best of the best. And not only that, they're really great at explaining things. And even then, I found myself kind of confused because I know it's a lot of information and it just made this whole system complete. It's just, I don't know where to begin. I've watched Disney food blog, All Ears Net. I watched freaking Gary. I watched Gary try to explain it. Gary from the video from the Disney Parks blog tried to explain about Disney Genie and Genie Plus and all of that. It's very confusing. But for the most part, what I got is to ride the rides that you want to ride with the lowest weight possible, you're going to have to pay. Is really what I got from the whole idea, along with other things. So I'm not going to explain how the process works. I'm not going to explain because honestly, I've watched all these videos, all these articles about Genie Plus, trying to understand the difference, and I'm just gonna give you guys the basics of what I gathered. I had to write down notes, but pretty much, if you guys haven't heard, Fast Passes and the Max Pass that's over at Disneyland, they're pretty much done with. On the My Disney Experience app, and it's going to be available for everybody. There's a basic Genie, which is a free service, or you don't have to pay for it. Or there's also Genie Plus, where it is paid. And then there's the whole Lightning Lane situation, which we're going to get into in just a second. But pretty much the way Gary described it in the video, the Disney Parks blog video where they're talking about how to use Genie and Genie Plus and all of that. He describes it as your personal assistant based on your preferences, aka how much money we can get from you based on what you like. You can use either Disney Genie or Genie Plus, and for Genie Plus, you're able to purchase it, and you can schedule 1 or 2 arrival windows for less wait time. So pretty much you're getting 2 fast passes the day of to schedule for yourself on what possibly has the less wait time. It's confusing. For the most part, what I gathered, and again, this isn't an explanation video of how the systems are going to work, but pretty much it's supposed to just schedule. You're supposed to tell Genie or the Genie Plus feature what you like, what your interests are, and then they'll schedule your day, or it'll give you suggestions for your day so you can get the most out of your time. Just from what the tutorials I was seeing, it's just too much, to be very honest with you. It gives you the idea, to change and swap if you need a little bit more flexibility. And I just find that the whole changing and swapping and all the features you can do, it literally lets you personalize everything. But my thing is when you have kids and screaming kids and things don't go as planned and you're at the parks, it rains, weather in Orlando is it's predictable yet unpredictable at the same time. It's just too much, to be very honest with you. And from what I gathered, Basic Genie is there to help you to give you suggestions to maximize your time. But whatever happened to just checking the wait times on the attractions and seeing what availability there are at the restaurants if you haven't made, any advanced dining reservations. It's really confusing. But Genie, the basic Genie is just, again, to determine or to help you determine when is the best time to go to the standby line, when would be the best time to make a reservation, all that great stuff. Now, Disney Genie Plus is a paid feature, and I was a little bit more confused. There's really not much different for the paid option. Now, if you wanted to purchase Genie Plus, it is $15 at Walt Disney World and at $20 at Disneyland, and it gives you the options for Lightning Lanes, which is pretty much fast pass. So it'll give you the option on which rides to purchase that are the most popular rides. So the Genie Basic, from what I'm assuming, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong on this because again, I was very confused. The basic option gives you like options to do lightning lanes for like the most basic classic rides like Teacups and Flying Dumbo and all of that. But the lightning lanes are available to purchase through the purchased feature on Disney for you if you want to get on Flights of Passage, if you want to do a fast pass or skip the line and ride on Aerosmith. I mean, again, it's going to determine, you know, the most popular rides is determined by the tiers, obviously. And you have, and aside from the lightning lanes options, it also stated that you have access to videos that I watched, that you'll also, with the Genie Plus feature, you'll have more access to like these photo animations and stuff, which again, I think they're only available on Disneyland if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't know if it's you can download the pictures only at Disneyland. Disney World does not have that perk. But you have animations, like these really cool animations that you will have to pay to download anyway. With the Genie Plus, you'll be able to purchase lightning lane access or options for the more popular rides. And also you're able to download all of the pictures from your photo pass for that day, with the exception of Disney World. Disney World does not include that perk, if I can add, so you'll still have to purchase those pictures. You also get audio experiences and behind the scenes fun facts. Again, don't they release like Imagineer documentaries on Disney Plus, which are really interesting, and I highly encourage you guys watch those. They're amazing. But I'm like, why can't we just watch the Disney Plus like Imagineer documentary? I don't know. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I'm just like, for a paid option, when you're also paying Disney Plus to watch, it's just a lot. And again, on top of this, lightning lanes will still be available to purchase whether you have Genie or Genie Plus. So if you get the basic Genie, you'll still be able to purchase a lightning lane, like if you want to ride Flights of Passage. But the price is gonna depend on, you know, the more in demand the ride is for that day. So obviously, if you're trying to ride Flights of Passage on, like, let's say New Year's, obviously you're gonna probably be paying, you know, you're probably gonna you're gonna have to sell your child to ride the ride. Lightning lane option is still available to option whether you have Genie or Genie Plus or whatever, but I think from my understanding, the Disney Genie Plus gives you access to the lightning lane options for the more popular rides, whereas the you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so confusing. Overall, my thoughts about this, I know I did a horrible job in explaining this because it's still confusing. I'm still reading a lot of information on it and things are changing. They haven't given any sort of information about if you're an annual pass holder, or, you know, if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, if you're going to get any discounts, any benefits, if it's going to be included with your membership. I really don't know. All I can gather from this, this is the best commercial for Universal Studios this is the best move that Universal Studios could have on their plate. Universal Studios, I think, is going to rank up in popularity just because, I mean, Disney, I love you. You know, I'm still going to be visiting you. I'm lucky that I'm single. I have no children, so I can manage this. Would I want to purchase this? From what I'm hearing, no. I'm still going to see, you know, I'm sure like all of the bigger bloggers will talk about their experience with these features. But from what I'm hearing right now, it just sounds like a money grab. And it sounds like it's just more expensive. And I understand, like, I get it. 2020 was a very rough year, especially for a big company like Disney. They laid off so many people. They're trying to recover from, you know, Disneyland being closed for so long and all the money that they lost last year. Like, I completely get it. In any sense, it's confusing to top it off. And then there's just so much, I feel like there's a lot of room for there's a lot of gray area, and not to mention like all of the things that the cast members will have to memorize and know and keep in mind, and then how they're gonna have to explain it to people, you know, and it's just a lot. And the sad part is, you know, there's been so much negative criticism about this. Like, really, look at the like to dislike ratio on the video from the Disney Parks blog explaining the system. It's pretty appalling. But vote with your dollar. These big companies are always going to listen to the consumer. My thing is if you don't want the system to happen, just don't purchase it. But again, there's going to be people who to purchase it anyway. I have this feeling, and I don't know if maybe this is just me being optimistic or whatever, but I have this feeling that this program isn't going to last long. It's too confusing. There's already so much negative pushback on it, negative feedback on it. Nobody likes this idea. There's so much criticism around this and about like how, just Disney's starting to cater to the rich now, and I really don't think that this will last long. I think it'll launch for a little bit, and then they'll see that it wasn't as hyped up as they thought it would be, or it was not doing as well, and then I think it'll end up we'll end up going to the back to the old system. And not only that, but just a lot of changes that's been going on. Like, Disney, really, what are you doing? We have no more Magical Express. Fast passes are gone. The after hours, there's like extra magic hours. Like, it's a lot of things are very much, and again, I get that they're trying to make up for all the lost money and everything, but it's just none of this makes sense. My only plea to Disney, again, I know I'm a small YouTuber, my only plea to Disney is bring back fast passes. If you guys are gonna listen to anything I say, please bring back fast passes. The talk is hot on the internet. Nobody likes this. I've yet to see one person say anything. I've yet to see one positive comment about this. But Universal's even been throwing shade at this. I'll let you guys see the tweet. It was actually pretty funny. Universal's getting major upgrades too. So I don't know, Disney. I'm just very confused. Again, if my opinion matters, because I am an avid visitor to Disney, bring back the fast passes, bring back the Magical Express, bring back the things that make the experience magical, not having to stress people out about these changing plans and then the system, and then, well, I gotta change this, but then Genie Plus said this, and then what about this Genie? Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's not simple. It's confusing. I still don't understand this system, no matter how many times I've read about it. And we'll just have to wait and see. I personally, you guys, don't think that this system is going to last. I could be wrong. Please don't use my words against me. But I really don't think that this system is going to last that long. I think I don't want to say it's a train wreck in the making, but it's just a lot of gray area, a lot of unanswered questions that I feel like Disney's still trying to figure it out on themselves or for themselves. So, but again, I could be wrong. It could end up being the most amazing invention Disney could have ever imagined, but right now it just sounds like a money grab, and that they're exploiting people's nostalgia. I love you, Disney. Again, I don't know about this. I'm gonna wait and see how other vloggers and people, their experience with Genie and Genie Plus. I am always going to be a diehard Disney fan. You have my loyalty until the day I die, Disney World. I am going to keep visiting you to the parks, but as far as like these extra things, I'm single, I can manage. I have no kids, I can manage, but I don't know. I don't know, Disney. My plea to you is don't. Please don't.